This is your boy Bob TV with Freedom on Fire. I want to talk to America. I want to talk to specifically Black America. I want to talk to you. Take these off. I'm not reading anything. What you're doing right now is you're taking us backwards, Black people. You're allowing these politicians to manipulate your mind. It's called control opposition. Make you think that there's only two people running and I got to pick the lesser of two evils. Do you realize why we got Trump, one of the worst ever politician to ever run for office, a misogynist, with outright racist undertones? I don't know jack about running a political office. You know how to run a business, run a successful TV show. Before as a president, he will be a disaster. I'm supposed to be the greater of two evils, but not in my book, he's not the greater of two evils. To me, he's the lesser of two evils, and I'll talk about that. Two reasons. Number one, if he was to be elected as president, all this stuff you think he's going to be able to do, he ain't going to be able to do jack. You just don't come in America and do these things. You don't just think you're going to upturn entire system. We have checks and balances. Thank you for that. Supreme Court, Senate, presidency. And it's up to you and me to make sure there's a proper balance. Just like the Democrats, Republicans block a Supreme Court seat this long, yet to replace Scalia. Democrats could do the same thing. So don't give me the story about, oh, they're going to put this Supreme Court person. Depending on the person that's in Supreme Court and his point of views. Like I said, I'm progressive and I'm conservative. I'm not all the way 100% progressive. Even though majority of the progressive policies I totally agree with, there's some I don't agree with. And that's just part of it. But I agree with most of the progressive agenda than most of the Republican agenda. So, as a progressive / conservative, I'm very particular about how I vote. Here you got Hillary Clinton up here, who Black people, my people, me, how I used to think, we assume because she got a D on her name, because she's a Clinton, she's going to be good for Black people. And I ask Black people every day, what have the Clintons done good for us? Other than, they did do something good for us. Campaign to help a lot of us get in office so we can have more of a say in government. I give that to the Clintons. But for its policies, no concrete policies to help out the Black community, but concrete policies that hurt more of the Black community than help. Hurt more of the Hispanic community than help. Hurt more of what they call, I don't like to use this term, but underprivileged white people, those who make less than $30,000, poor white people. No policies to really help them out. What have they done? We keep voting for these Democrats as if we know they're going to do something. We're going to get Hillary in because she's going to look out for Black people. How? How? Maybe those who are coming into this country, we're good at making sure they're taken care of. But what about for the people who've been in this country all this time? We as a Black people got to stop being voting sluts. Now, I know you don't like the term. I probably get some flack, and I got a lot of people. You know, I'm a church-going man. I go to church, and I minister. Yes, I minister. I am a licensed minister. I am. I minister sometimes. I have a show called Winning with Love where I teach or minister on love, which is open to all y'all to watch. And if you ever have the time, it's called Winning with Love. And I'm going to have it on the Bob TV channel soon. So I'm a minister. So I know that's going to shock you when I say that word, but I don't mind being shocking people. We got to stop being political sluts. I respect a whore better than I respect a slut. Because at least a whore or a whoremonger or a prostitute add value to their own life. It's like, if you gonna get some of this, baby, you see all this? You ain't gonna just get it. You gonna pay for it. She adds value to her body. Maybe not to her mind, maybe not to her spirit. But she looks at her body and she say, hey, my body is worth something. And if you want to get some of this, baby, you're going to have to pay me some money. I don't care if it's $20 to $2,000 an hour. She adds value. Now, slut has no value. She wants it just as bad as you. You mention the word, or he, because it can go both ways, because we got some men sluts out here. I tell you, they want it just as bad as you. And there's no value. That is the value. I want some of that. And I'm going to get some of that. That is the value. We got to stop being voting sluts. We're just giving away our vote to these politicians. We gave our votes to, we just gave our vote to Barack Obama. Yet he's done nothing concrete for the black people. Yes, I thank him for Obamacare. Got rid of that loophole donut where it hurt elderly people with the prescription. I applaud him for putting in policies that you just can't cut people off insurance because they get sick. I love that. Premium's still high. Premiums expect to go up almost 100%. We need single payer health care. It's not enough. And then when Hillary Clinton talked about somebody mentioned to her, she said, oh, it can't be done. You fought it for that. Let me digress. I didn't vote for him. I said, I'm not going to give these politicians my vote unless they can tell us what they're willing to do for my community in general, the black community, as well as America. I want to know what you're going to do with America, but I want to know what you're going to do concrete for the black community, because the black community has been neglected, but it's been our overwhelming vote that put Democrats in power. Have not we learned anything for Dr. Martin Luther King? Dr. Martin Luther King didn't just tell us to go vote. Dr. Martin Luther King, I believe, he would rather tell us do not vote. If they're not going to give us anything, we're not voting them. We're not going to help them get in office. And if you get a chance, go watch Malcolm X speeches on voting, and you go watch Dr. King's speech on voting. No, they came with an agenda, told Johnson, say, hey, if you want the overwhelming black vote to stay in office, this is what we want. We used our vote or a valuable commodity. See, my vote is a valuable commodity. You're not going to get my vote because you're a D or R, because you're red or blue. I'm going to look at your platform and I'm going to look at your track record. And I'm going to look at, is there ability for you to work with people in office? That's why I got my person who I proudly vote for, Jill Stein, because the platform is Bernie Sanders' platform on steroids. She didn't have to kiss up and manipulate and try to will her power to get this agenda. And we already know that once people hear about this agenda worldwide, the American public will be overwhelmingly on her side. And that's why they blacked her out. Because they don't want her to hear this message, because it's the same message as Sanders. Her message is better than Clinton's, better than Trump. And if people hear her, then all the votes might go to her, and we won't be able to maintain our duopoly system, Republicans and Democrats. Now we got to let the Greens come in or whatever. We're too damn high party, whatever. We're not even prostituting our vote. We're just giving it away. Come on and get some of this, big boy. Come on and get my vote. Just kiss me on the neck and I'll do something else. We got to stop being voter sluts. We got to stop just giving it up. We have to put ourselves in a position to make politicians understand that our vote has value, our vote is precious, our vote is a high commodity, and it's too valuable for me to just give it to you. You got to earn it. You got to tell me what you are willing to give me. That's the philosophy of a great wife and a great husband. Look, you ain't just going to get some of this. You got to put a ring on it, baby. I'm not giving you now. I'm waiting till we get married. I'm not just going to give you. And some people look at those people as if they're crazy. No, those are people you want to be. So I don't just give myself up to anybody. I don't do that. I could. Look, I'm a good looking man. I can go get some right now if I want. But I'm not going to sell myself short like that. I'm a man of value. I don't just want to lay up with just any woman. My body may want to, but my mind and my spirit won't let me. Because I'm a man of value. You're not just going to get with this. I have value. I added value to me as an individual. I took myself from being like most guys in the street, looking for some draws to get into, looking for some sex, as Donald Trump, looking to grab a pee. You know, I've changed myself. Don't think I don't have those thoughts, you know, because I am a man. But I train myself not to just give myself away like that because I'm a person of value. Are you a person of value? Have you placed a value on your vote? Or are you a voting slut? Are you willing to give it to any politician who just say, $15 an hour? No, I need you to put it in writing. I need a contract. That's why that little most progressive contract under the Democratic Party, I don't believe that from the man in the moon. Thank you for working toward that. You guys worked hard for that. But I still believe she's so untrustworthy, she'll take that and wipe her butt with it, showing that she never valued that, she didn't care. She only did that just to get you to endorse her, hoping that we were just going to follow all in line. And she found out different. People, you got to stop giving these politicians your vote for nothing. You got to look at their track record. You got to look at how they operated as, I don't care if you're a community organizer, how did you operate there? As a doctor, like Dr. Jill Stein, how did you operate that position? As whatever it is, a businessman, Donald Trump, how did you operate? How successful were you at that? What about the next position? And what do you think about the people around you that work with you? You got to look at those things. I saw Hillary Clinton track record as senator. Horrible. Track record as Secretary of State. Horrible. And you think I'm going to allow her to get add to that a horrible track record to the presidency? No. She was a failure. I've looked at the record. I checked out the record. And I see how she operates. Sad to say most people won't do that. Because they can't handle the truth. And as a result of that, I haven't seen anything that she said she's going to do strictly for my people. She want to act like us. I got hot sauce. I dress like Tupac and they influence Death Row, influence my wardrobe. You know, I do the nay-nay. I do the wobble. I hang out with my black friends. Yet she ain't doing nothing for you in policy. And ain't going to do nothing for you in policy. She's going to placate to you. She's going to play you. She's going to pander to you till she get your vote. Is it working? Is my nene getting the black vote? Stop being a political slut. Stop giving these people your votes. Your vote is valuable. People fought, died, bled, was hung, tarred and feathered, skinned alive, beat down to a pulp for you to vote. And I would rather you not vote than just give away your vote. I would rather that. It's the same thing in my book. You might give it to somebody that's a tyrant. You think you really know Hillary Clinton? But you think you know Donald Trump. I know Hillary Clinton. I know Donald Trump. You don't know neither one of them. Because you never really took the time to dive in their record. You never took the time to look at their background. You take a one-sided view. Get your own view. Do your own investigation. Don't listen to the Democratic talk about the other person and you believe that. Don't listen to the other person talk about the Democrats and you believe that. You dig in it for yourself. Why? Because your vote is valuable. And we gotta stop, especially as black people, we gotta stop being voter sluts. Just giving it up. Still got time, people. Now, what Hillary trying to do right now is because she's in deep trouble and they reopen the FBI case or open up another side case that she's tied to that doesn't look good, she's going to encourage you to go vote because, hey, even if they try to bring me down, I got all the votes. No, you need to check out your politician. Don't you dare go out and give up your vote. Don't you dare go out there and vote without really looking for yourself at the track record of that person. Don't be fooled by the D or R. Don't be fooled by the name. Go look at them as the person, inside and outside, private and public. People say don't look at the private. Yeah, the private determines the public. What you do in private, you do in public. Come on. But my main message here is don't just give your vote away. Stop being a voting slut. Don't even be a voter whore, because a voter whore adds value to themselves, but there's no commitment. If you want me to vote for you, you want me to be committed to the cause of your party, you got to do something. You got to tell me what you're going to add to the table, baby. What are you going to bring to this relationship? They call it a covenant in religious circles. You bring something to the table, I bring something to the table. We covenant, baby, and we become one. That's how your vote need to be. Currently, right now, I'm not voting Democratic Party because for 40 years plus, they've been championing and asking for our vote, putting people in office thinking that we all going to go that way. But yes, and we putting black people in office now, but yet these same black people, Black National Caucus, the Coon Boys or whatever you want to call it, sitting up there kissing up to these white elites and not doing nothing for the black class and scared to be a renegade and say, look, we're forming this committee right now because as a caucus, until you get something concrete to help the black community, Hillary Clinton, we're not voting for you. Nah, they just became voting sluts and endorsed her without any kind of value to their endorsement. Well, if you're going to own our endorsements, then you got to do something for us. You got to do something for our people. This is how the black caucus should be done. All right, we don't caucus. We need these things to happen. We need money to come to the black community. We need businesses, blah, blah, blah. We need to uplift the black community. Now, Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, talk to you both. If you want our vote, don't think just because we're a Democratic Black Caucus that we're just going to go Democratic. If you want our vote, baby, you're going to have to tell us what you're going to do for our people. And in that, we'll give you our vote. We leave it up to the Republicans, we leave it to the Democratic, Green Party, whoever say they're going to do something for our people, we're going to do something for them. We're going to give them our vote. That's how King did it. That's how we need to do it. Stop giving it up. Stop being a voter slut. Don't even be a voter whore. You make these politicians have a contract or some kind of marriage before they give you your vote. Now, I'm going to give my vote to Jill Stein because most of the things she says she's going to do, she's going to do. She's doing reparations for blacks and Indians. She got a policy to deal with Black Matters and deal with the prison system. She got a Green New Deal providing 30,000 jobs, 20,000 jobs. The things that we need as a community, she has it. She want to put money into business and things like that. But I'm not going to go into that. I'm not here to tell you to vote for. Go check her out yourself. But I'm Robert Brown, Bob TV, baby. Stop being a voter slut.